Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we'll be going over pretty much just how to start your game in deer hunting this season. This is my second account. I have 280 hours on my other one, and we're starting fresh on a new computer here. As you can see, don't have any statistics accumulated. So just kind of showing you guys right here that, haven't done anything on this save yet, and so we'll go into the store here and we'll go buy what we need, and I'll bring you back. Alright, so we got everything that we need. We got our 2 buck tags, we bought 4 doe tags, didn't buy all 6. That's just, we're gonna wait and see how many does we can get at first. And then clothing wise, didn't really buy anything. Same with attractants. Bought the bow, bought 2 sets of arrows. Didn't buy any lighted nocks or anything else. We'll worry about that later. This first season you're just trying to get up as much XP as you can. Muzzleloader could have gone that way, but I decided to go a different way this time because that's what I did in my first playthrough. And then didn't buy any extras. Gear, bought binoculars, rangefinder, and the 3 deer calls. Didn't worry about the predator call. Scouting, bought 1 thing of food plot seed, and we're just going to set it up by one of the pre-built stands, and we're just going to see how it goes. Okay, so before we jump in, I would recommend going to the target range, testing out your bow, getting used to all the ranges and stuff. The ranges on the bow are 20, 30, 40, 45. So that's just a little helpful hint. That's why I bought the rangefinder, because you're going to be using the bow pretty much your entire first season. Alright, so we're going to do our scouting day here. We're going to go plan our food plot. We're going to start, I'm not going to mess with the time. I think we're going to do PA. This might be one of the better setups in general for beginners when it comes to just the ease of access to the, the closest stand and the meat pole. Your quad's right there, so you can kill your deer and then put them on the meat pole pretty quick for some great early game XP, because you get an extra, I think it's 10 bonus XP for putting deer up on the meat pole, and then you get 20 XP just for shooting them with the bow. So you're getting an extra 30 XP than you normally would if you would just say shoot them with the gun and then press R to field recover them. So it's definitely probably the best method for somebody new to start, and so that's what we're going to be doing here. You have to take a weapon, but you don't really have to take anything else on you with this early season hunt. Just make sure in your gear that you have your food plot. So we'll go plant our food plot here, wait to load in, and just real quick plant it, and then we will hop into the season. Alright, so it's scouting day. We're going to throw this food plot up here. We're going to throw it, I'm just going to stand under the stand, plant the food plot. All the corners should be within bow range if deer come to feed in it, and I think you might have some parts of your food plot get stuck up in the blind. Yeah, but you'll have that. It's just a little minor detail. It's not really that bad, but that's pretty much all I do on my, preseason. You can hunt coyotes if you have the coyote tag and you want to use a gun to make it easier, but we'll just hop right into the next day here. It's the first day, Muzz and bow. So we will, or I guess you have to skip your scouting day, sorry. And then you have your skip days, and then I hunt the afternoons because that's better, at least on the first day, because there's really no rut action, so you have minimal chance to call deer in, even though I'm going to grab all my calls anyways, just out of habit. But yeah, I'll jump in here, and then hopefully we can at least get a doe. If not, hoping for a buck too. Alright, so I've been sitting here for 1 in-game hour, and this is, I would consider, in your first season, a shooter buck, where it's actually worth the XP and the hassle of shooting them. Like I said, it's the first day, so it's going to be hard. I've been trying to call him in. I've seen him walk up over that hill back there. There's no other deer around that I know of. I'm kind of hoping he cuts towards me, but I'm not real sure what he's going to do. If he got to like right there, that would have been good, but yeah, that's probably like a 150s, 160s deer. Definitely a deer worth shooting first season, but he's not walking at the right angle. Probably won't get a shot. Maybe we will. If he could get to right there, he'd be good. 45 yards would be perfect, but something tells me that I'm not going to be able to turn him if I call. I'll try it. And sometimes that's all you're able to do is just try to call and these deer just walk away from you. That one's no big deal. It's first day. We still got like probably, I think it's 8 or 9 days of season left. So not too worried, but sad to see the first one get away. Just walk up over that hill there. Well, we'll just wait for more. Alright, so next day started in the morning. We had a little bit of rutting action here. There's a buck and a doe down the hill, and this doe is making her way in here. She's about in range. Wind's good for her, wind's not so good for the other one. There's a chance we can get both. I highly doubt it. I think that other one's going to spook. We don't have any scent concealment clothing items to help our case here, so we'll probably just whack her when she gets close here. Oh, dropped her. Alright. Yeah, she was too close. She heard that. She's going to run off. That little buck's coming in. We're going to pass on him. She's down there, and we'll just hunt for a little bit longer, see if we can get any more. If not, we'll go get the quad, pick her up, and, you know, keep hunting. Alright, so it's not that long later. This big boy just showed up, so that's kind of exciting, but I kind of doubt he's going to make it in. Our quad's right there. Oh. I knew that was going to happen. That's a good deer. It's probably 180s, I'd say, give or take. It's a really nice deer. There's a chance he comes back and it'd actually be a better win for us, but something tells me it's probably not going to happen, so that sucks. That was a good deer. That one hurts a little bit, but like I said, we're still early in the season, so there's still a good chance we can get some other bucks. Yeah, just sucks we had two, you know, evade us so far. The first 2 days that were definitely shooters, so PA, you know, putting in the work though. It's actually producing a lot more deer than I thought it would. Yeah, I just haven't shown any other rutting activity, you know. Don't want to clog up a tutorial with that, but there's definitely been a lot of deer run by, and that was the fourth buck I've seen today, so it's actually a pretty good season, so yeah, just sucks that we can't close the deal on one of these big guys, but I'm sure it'll happen soon enough. Alright, so let this other doe work her way in here. She's getting into about range here, so they die pretty quick with the bow, so I'm not worried about tracking her, so we're probably just going to shoot her here. Take a good hit there, and oh wow, she's going to go down pretty quick there, so. And there she goes. Alright, so we got 2 does down on the second day. That's pretty good. That should be probably about 40 XP for both. Alright, so we got another doe here, little buck there. Yeah, we're gonna let this girl get into probably about, hopefully she can get to about the corner of the fence there. That should be about 40, and then we'll take our shot there. 43, 42, that should be good. We'll stop her, and we'll let that pin settle, right there. Let her fly, and, oh, she's going to go down right there. Okay, sweet. So we got 3 does down in this western field on PA here. It's a pretty good spot. I would definitely recommend hitting it. Alright, so hunted a little bit longer. Didn't really see anything else such for that little buck, so we went, put these 3 does on the quad here. You can see they're actually different in size, so I'd expect that the one on the left is going to give us some bonus XP here for being an older doe. Yep, 6-year-old doe, and then you get 5%, or sorry, 5 XP for extra concealment since you're hunting from the blind, and then you get that 15 XP for that one doe. So we actually got a little bit more XP than I thought we would. Alright, so we switched it up to Ohio now. We're in the south fields here in this pre-made blind. I'm a little worried about this doe getting in my wind, so we're going to stop her here. I was going to say, she better stop. We're going to have to hold high, because like I said, that bottom pin's 45. Oh, I was going to say smoked her, but I didn't hear the sound, but yeah, smoked her. Barely went anywhere. So, that's one doe down. Alright, so this other doe actually kind of came into view as soon as we shot that other one. Got another deer there, but we're going to have to hold high again for her. Heard that one. She's actually going to run a little bit further than the rest of them. Could have been single lung maybe. But hey, that's 2 down. Got that one coming in. Something tells me that she might smell us, but maybe she won't. She looks like a big one, so we'll definitely end up trying to get her in here. Maybe not. She's probably going to either just keep walking that way or she's going to go downwind, so if she comes in, she comes in. If not, we got one more doe tag to fill. We still got both our buck tags. Alright, so back on PA for the next day. There's a deer down the hill, and then there's a nice looking buck up the hill. Probably, I don't know. I'd say he's at least 160. He looks like a kind of smaller deer, and that wide rack tends to not score well if you don't have a lot of points or tall tines, so only time will tell, but we'll let him work his way down here, and hopefully we get a crack at him. Alright, so we let him work his way in. He's about 60 out right now. Looking at him up close, he's definitely a smaller deer. That right side makes him look more impressive than he is. But this other little buck actually working his way up here too. See if there's any more deer before we shoot this one. Don't want to shoot a little one and then a big one comes running by because we spooked him with the bow and didn't see him, but hopefully he kind of works his way in here from feeding and we can get a shot. Yeah, like I said, not a bad deer. Oh, there's doe. Not a bad deer, but yeah, definitely something more shooting during the first season, I would say. I could hold off, but trying to get as much XP as we can here. He's actually getting in within range now. Hopefully turn him with those calls, but doesn't look like it. He stopped at 40 there, got to pull back. Put that blue pin right where we want it. Good old hit, and he's gonna go down right there. About how far all these deer have been running, which is actually kind of surprising, but I actually don't think that doe heard it, because she's actually running really slow. As in, that's kind of the run they do when they're running, but I mean, if we can get her to come in, we'll happily fill our last doe tag on her. Just try to get her to turn before, and sometimes that works. Maybe showing up walking in. It's not worth the shot from here. And she's gonna walk away anyways. Alright, well, we'll just keep... No, she turned. We'll keep hunting. Hope if she gets in here, she gets in here. If not, hopefully another doe comes by and we can whack her. And she's gonna run anyways. Okay. So, another doe comes in. She comes in, but otherwise, we're gonna be happy with our buck and we're gonna go take him back to the meat pool. Alright, so another doe actually ended up coming in. She's about within range now, 30 or so. Just make sure. Shoot her there. What? Huh? She's just gonna keep running, huh? She should have been dead by now. I don't have any lighted knocks to find that to see whether or not... Little buck. Have any lighted knocks to see whether or not that actually hit. What? Well, that's new. Never had that happen before. Well, hopefully we can get another one. No more does, but went and grabbed the quad, and we're gonna, I guess, take a picture with this guy since he's our first buck. Like I said, not a bad deer. He's got some character to him. Split brow, a drop tine, a kicker, and there's the stand in the background. It's actually kind of cool. Take a screenshot there, and then we'll just put him up on the quad, take him back to the meat pool. I already threw our other doe up there, so yeah, throw this guy up there, and we'll call her a hunt here. Take a little gander at him on the meat pool, I guess. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be a 6.5-year-old deer, but that doe's not going to give any bonus XP either, but at least it's a doe. So take a little screenshot, just first buck, and yeah, we'll exit the hunt. We'll see what he scored. 169. Okay, 4.5. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, not too mad about that, but yeah, 169 is not bad for a 4-year-old. 180-pound deer, and doesn't tell you the weight of the does yet, but sweet. That's a nice first buck. Nothing to be ashamed of. Alright, so I wasn't recording, but it's the next day. It's been a pretty slow day actually. I heard running, and here comes this guy. So we're gonna have to be ready. Probably gonna have to shoot him on the run. I don't want to stop him. Whoa. He did. Oh my god, he did it again. And if he kept running straight, I'd have hit him that time. And oh. Alright. We gotta get down there. We gotta go get after this guy. We kind of got robbed there. I don't feel bad about this. Some people may find something wrong with this, but I don't feel bad about this. Just got absolutely robbed of what I'm thinking. I don't know if he'd go 200, but he's at 180s, 190s class deer for sure. And he's the frame I really like too. He's got like really low long main beams. As long as he stays stuck there, I don't. If he gets out, he gets out, but don't feel bad. I should have frickin' nailed that thing. Should have hit him literally right in the shoulder. He died quick. And with his head in the tree, but we'll get a look at him on the quad. I'll go grab that. Alright, so went back, grabbed the quad. I don't know what that whole ordeal was about, but that just, I don't know. Finally be able to get a better look at him once we get him back to the meat pool. But yeah, that's just, I don't know. That whole thing is just weird. That definitely should have connected. Alright, so got this guy back down on the meat pool. Yeah, I really like this rack. That left side has like almost nothing, so that's gonna hurt his score. That right side's a really good side though. If they matched, he probably would be a 200 incher. I actually didn't notice how the main beam on the right side was longer than the left, and it almost looks like it like kind of split there. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just imagining that, but really cool deer nonetheless. So we'll go back, see what he scored, and then we'll take a look at both those bucks in the trophy lodge. Alright, scored 182. That's actually not that terrible. Let's go look at these guys in the trophy lodge now. 72% accuracy. Should be more than that, but get bonus XP actually for the good average. So that's definitely an incentive to, wait, get more XP for, shooting bigger bucks. So you can definitely tell if he had the right side matched, his left side matched the right, that last buck would definitely be a lot better deer. But that first buck, yeah, that first buck's still a nice buck though. 169 as a 4-year-old's not terrible. So yeah, overall not a bad first season. 2 bucks, got 6 does. One thing I'm actually interested in is the amount of XP we have after, because actually in between I think I did buy what did I buy? I think I bought like the one camo, if I'm not mistaken. I bought something, but I forgot to show what it was. Go look, see what it was actually. But yeah, definitely use the compound bow, 100%. Don't really need to worry about the lighted nocks. I definitely, you know, they would be nice, but don't spend your money on them right now. We have 383 XP, and I spent like 100, so it's not terrible. It's actually pretty good. Maybe I spent 200. I'm gonna skip to, you know, kill all our deer. I'm gonna skip to the shed hunting day, so just press 2, and yeah, takes you right to it. And yeah, shed hunting is definitely a good way to get some XP, because you get 50 XP per shed, and if you buy the coyote tag and the collar and you have a gun, that's, you know, another extra 50 XP, maybe 80 if you shoot a color phase walking around. So we'll just go ahead, we'll shed hunt here. I would say Kansas probably the best, because, you know, all these open fields. I normally start at the top left. Don't really have anything. You just got to bring a gun. There's no point really, you know, bring all that stuff, but there's no point, you know, just to, you know, have it. And then yeah, we'll just pretty much just drive around with the quad, see how many we can find. Hopefully we can find like 2 or 3. 2 or 3 would be nice. I do tend to see all my biggest bucks in shed season anyways. Deer. Oh. Turn around looking for deer. And, you know, shed just right there at your feet. Cool. First shed. Take a little screenshot of that. Yep. Yeah, I guess we'll pick this up. You'll see. Gives 30 XP. Went from 383 to 433, and then we'll just ride around on the quad and see if we can find any more sheds in these fields. All right, so we made it really the whole way around all the fields on the map. And finally found one, so we'll just pick it up right there. Yeah, so you know, 100 XP isn't too terrible. There. Didn't mean to press that. There's a big buck running by. Yeah, so you can see we made it the whole way down around. Kind of made a loop from the top, kind of went east and then south and then back west. Kind of just made a little, you know, half circle there. And that's what I find to be the best way, you know, to shed hunt. As you can see, got 50 XP for each shed antler. Yeah, it's, you know, decent way to make XP. So we're now at 483, and yeah, I guess we'll just end it here. If you guys want me to, you know, keep continuing this series. Definitely a game that I really enjoy, and I think has a lot of potential, you know, to go places. I really like the antler system, and yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe.